If you want to march snare, you need to stop practicing snare breaks and stick tricks. I say this as a former center snare for high school, college, and DCI who was taught every single grade, kindergarten through doctoral student. Whether you're auditioning for high school, college, DCI, or WGI, the instructors do not care how many snare breaks you can play or how many stick tricks you know. What instructors care about is how consistently you can play. Snare lines are one of the hardest sections to clean because they have the most people playing on the most articulate drums. For example, this triplet diddle exercise has 251 notes. Playing with 95% accuracy means you'd make nearly 13 mistakes per rep. If you had 8 snare drummers all playing with 95% accuracy, that's 100 mistakes in a single playthrough of a roll exercise. Even with 99% accuracy, that's still 20 mistakes per rep across the line. But if you listen to a lot of recordings of world-class drumlines on finals night, good luck finding mistakes. The reason why they're able to play with near 100% rhythmic accuracy is because of how they practice and what they practice. When I marched snare in high school, I spent most of my time trying to play fast with recordings of my favorite drumlines. But a single snare sectional in my first year marching DCI changed how I practiced. We spent a few hours slowly breaking down legato strokes while playing the exercise stick control. Spending a few hours breaking down the mechanics in every single measure of an exercise opened up my eyes to a level of detail that I didn't know was possible. This obsession with perfecting technique was normal for all of the world-class performers and educators I've studied with over the years. They all had a high attention to detail and a consistency with their playing that set them apart from those who didn't make the line. For example, I took a couple lessons with 4-time world champion snare drummer Jeff Queen. He said he practiced exercises and rudiments starting as slow as 40 beats per minute, focusing on consistent sound quality with a relaxed technique. He wouldn't move on to the next BPM until he could play it perfectly 50 times in a row. If he got to 49 in a row and made a mistake, he'd restart the counter from 0 and try it again. That's the kind of consistency you need to make the higher caliber drumlines. Again, instructors don't care how many snare breaks or stick tricks you know. They care about how clean you sound when playing with the rest of the drumline. No matter how good you think you are at the basics, there's always room for improvement. That's why I recommend spending 50 to 60% of your time practicing technique exercises, 30 to 40% practicing grid variations with these rudiments on one while marking time, and no more than 10 to 20% of your time working on chop exercises, stick tricks, or snare breaks. Did you say I could practice snare breaks? Yes, but treat them like candy. I love candy. You're not listening to me, are you? Yes. If you're looking for free exercises to work on your technique, grid, chops, and more, my YouTube channel's home tab has thousands of play-alongs that you can use to practice listening in to perfect rhythmic interpretation. Click on a section header to expand and show all of the playlists. And check out the tips and lessons section for hundreds more free drumming tips and lessons, like how to hold traditional grip or how to speed up a rudiment. Use timestamps in the description to jump to a specific BPM or drumming tip.